half a Zany nigga, half time. Half a paintball.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Nehru. Today I have a great video for you guys, and by the title I'm pretty sure you can tell what this video is pretty much gonna be about. So in my previous video I already let you guys know why there was no face cam and all that stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much what that is. Maybe I can get like a little design or something in the bottom corner so nobody tries to steal my uploads and claim it as theirs or whatever, like a little Nehru cursive thing. If not, then I'm probably just gonna have an overlay that says Nehru on it. But anyway guys, for today's video I want to talk about the first time I got caught stealing. And you might be wondering where this topic came from, and actually in school, like this whole week, my teacher has been talking about stealing, and he used to be a thief and all that stuff, and it reminded me of those days when I used to be a rebel. I honestly, like, I used to steal everything, bruh. And it happened in school. I used to steal like all the time. If I wanted it, you said no, I would end up having. I mean, I always started off small. So the first time I stole was in second grade, and this is when I used to be like the biggest wrestling nerd I used to be the biggest wrestling nerd of all time. I watched Friday Night SmackDown religiously. So I'm just like starting to get wrestlers and all that stuff, like get action figures and everything. And this is the time when my mom was like, I was young enough to my mom couldn't say no. So anything that I wanted, she pretty much gave to me. So my favorite wrestler at the time was Jeff Hardy. I'm pretty sure he was everybody's favorite wrestler. And I asked my mom for Jeff Hardy, and she came back with a Randy Orton. So my friend had a Jeff Hardy, and I'm pretty sure you guys know where this is going. But anyway, my friend had a Jeff Hardy, and we were playing with it at lunch. And then he lost his Jeff Hardy, but it turns out that my teacher had taken it because that, you know, we kept playing with it during class and lunch and all that stuff, and she got tired of it. So she took it and put it in her drawer. But he didn't know that. And he didn't know that I knew that he had lost it. So I guess that he knew that I wanted. I just confused myself. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is the teacher at the time, she had it. He didn't know that I knew the teacher had it, and he didn't know that I knew that he lost it. So I knew all that stuff. Like it was perfect position for me to take what I wanted. So, you know, I'm casually walking around the classroom when the teacher is out of the classroom. And there's a rule in my school where it's like, well, my old school, where it's like you couldn't be in a classroom by yourself because they just didn't trust young black boys. Like, I don't know what it was. I guess it was a little bit of racism in that, because predominantly all my teachers were white. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what happens. So I was in the classroom. I was lucky enough to be able to get in right before she locked the door, because she had to go somewhere. She had to go to the bathroom. So I got in right before she locked the door. So I was in and I was out. I found the Jeff Hardy, and you know, I took it. But I got away with it. The name of this video is the first time I got caught. So that was just, you know, a little bit of background story or whatever about the first time I actually stole something. So I thought that I was like perfect. Like I thought I would never get caught, because it's not the first time that I've actually stole a wrestler and all that stuff. And probably why I have like 16 of them, and I don't even use them anymore. So yeah, for all the people who are wondering where their wrestlers were, I'm sorry. And yeah. So on to the real juicy story of this video. When I want to say around 5th grade, I used to be the weirdest kid that you would possibly ever know. Like, I used to be disgusting, weird. I was that one little ashy, black, nappy-headed kid in your school. That was me. I'm glad that I've changed from that. You know, I figured out how to work the shower, bought some lotion, and yeah, I was good. So during those periods of times, I used to be obsessed with like little knickknacks and things that, like, you know, students and teachers used to have around the classroom all the time. But this is a point in time when I didn't care about life. I'm pretty sure you would be able to tell by what I was wearing. I did not care about life at all. So since I didn't care about life, I was the most savage kid that you could ever know. So this is what happened. My friend, he was a little Asian kid. I'm sorry for messing with him, because he had nothing to do with me. I mean, he was perfect, you know. That's what it seemed like. At least he was perfect. He listened, followed directions, all that stuff. So this little Asian kid, you know, I say little because he was tiny. Like, I could have destroyed him if we just so happened to get into a little confrontation or conflict or whatever. You know, I would have been able to destroy him. I could handle my own, which is the good part about it. The bad side was, you know, he was a crybaby. So he had like 10 pens that were the most beautiful pens that I've ever seen in my life. So he has those pens, he puts them in his binder, and you know, he left. I grabbed the pens, and the next day I come to school, he's crying, and there's a videotape of me grabbing the pens and walking out of the classroom. I did not know that my school had cameras. I didn't think that we were that high tech yet. But yeah, after that, my sister, she told me that she's never gonna buy me anything for Christmas ever again, because it was around Christmas time. And yeah, I started crying, and I've never stole since that day. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and a comment down below. And yeah, it's been Nehru. Peace.